Today is Monday, April 26th, 2021. Beautiful day here in sunny Southern California. I'm over in the corner of my garden, and I'm going to undertake a new project this year, my wife and I. We are going to turn this area behind me into an herb garden. So here we are, Huntsteaders, over in the corner of my garden. We've been over here for a number of videos, primarily because of my passion fruit vine here, which you'll notice is significantly pruned back. So what happened was, we've got 160 feet of wrought iron fence that runs the length of our property. It was all rotted and corroded away, so we had to replace it. In order to do that, we had to significantly prune this passion fruit vine, which was a bummer because I get 2 great harvests a year, as I've documented in previous videos. But we trimmed it back. We do have some new growth coming here, and it's a fast-growing vine. In another year or so, it should be up and running. But this area back here, we haven't really used it for much. It's had a variety, a couple of rose bushes, geraniums, stuff back here, but they haven't done very well, primarily because it doesn't get direct sun. The sun comes up this way over the east, sets over here in the west, and the shading from these eucalyptus trees, my neighbor's palm trees, just kind of keeps this area mostly shaded. We did have a massive rosemary bush that was growing over here. I pruned it back because in order to do this properly, I'm going to have to move this sprinkler or add to the sprinkler and put one here in the center. But we decided, Mrs. Hunstead and I, that maybe we're going to turn this into herbs that we can use for teas and herbal medicines and that sort of thing. So that is the project. This is kind of the empty slate that we got to work with, and I will just continue to build on this video as I make progress. Right now I'm just trying to get this sprinkler situation squared away. I have a sprinkler here, one there, and one here. And previously what I was doing with this one was running these little drip lines off it to the various plants that were up here. But I think what we're going to do is cover this with a nice mulch. You can see this ground has become very hard. It's not the most, doesn't have a lot of nutrients and so forth in it. So we're going to mulch this thing up and really help redevelop the soil once we get these plants in. And then I want to water it consistently from the top as opposed to individual plants. Anyway, that is the plan. Stay tuned for progress. Hello, Huntsteaders. So here we are in the St. Francis Herb Garden. It is Monday, May 3rd, about 3 in the afternoon. Me and Mrs. Hunstead worked on this thing all weekend. I had it all opened up. Got the irrigation like we needed it. And I just mulched it up here today. So this is the finished product. Really haven't had this area of the yard landscaped too well since we moved here. So what do we have in here? Well, the centerpiece is our statue of St. Francis. Of course, we're big Catholics here, and he is the patron saint of ecology. We've got this little stone right here. When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. That's a memory from my mother-in-law, Flo Brown, who passed. My wife got that stone. We've had it in the garden since then. I was back in 2004, I believe. And basically we're going to have just a bunch of herbs back here. So we've got some mint and sage in that wine barrel in the back. She really pruned back. Well, we had to prune the passion fruit vine. It was huge, loaded with fruit. But we replaced our wrought iron fence, which is all rotted away, so we had to prune it back. So we're going to train it more going this way so we can leave a little morning sun here for these herbs in the back, which like full sun. So what do we got here? Some chamomile in the back, some borage, a couple of different types of dandelion. What do we got back here? That is lemon balm right here, great for tea. My wife makes tea out of these things. Some toothache plant, sweet marjoram. We have this rosemary, was all the way over here, and we trimmed it back when we prepared this. So I'm pretty happy with it. It was an unfinished area, and now it's going to be a beautiful area back here. We can sit over here, relax, come over here, pick our herbs, make tea, and supplement our cooking. So just wanted to share that with you. It's a busy weekend this weekend. I put in my birdies raised bed planters that in a trellis for vines. You can check that video below. Beautiful weather here in Southern California, as you can see, and the perfect time for working out here in the yard. So thanks for watching.